Kia ora and welcome back. My name's ZoeStibi, your vocal coach for today, and welcome to another minor month where I take a look at songs only in the minor key for the month leading up to Halloween. I cannot wait. So I've chosen for our first video, Fire on Fire, which Zoe Weiss is going to be singing a cover of the Sam Smith classic. So let's see what she's up to with her vocal technique.
My mother said I'm too romantic. She saw you dancing in the movies. I almost started to believe her, but then I saw you in the new. Maybe it's 'cause I got a little bit older. Maybe it's all that I've been through. I like to think it's how you lay on my shoulder and how I see myself with you.
We just have to stop it there. What a fantastic quality of her voice, isn't it? She's got a very dark quality to her voice, and that's produced by a slightly lowering of the larynx. The larynx is here inside the throat, and when we lower the larynx, we get a darker timbre to the sound. You can sort of see there she's lifting up the side of her lip there. It's probably not necessary for her, but maybe it's just her way of getting into that darker feeling of the sound. I'm loving this little bit of crackle coming in there as well. You could call it constriction, could call it a little bit of vocal fry, but the volume is very low, so it's sounding quite healthy. Let's go back a little bit and listen to the start running up to the chorus.
I've been through. I like to think it's how you lay on my shoulder and how I see myself with you. Oh, don't say a word, but still you take my breath and steal the things I know. There you go, saving me from out of the cold. Fire on fire, we're normally careless, but this much desire, together we're winners. They say that we're out of control, some say we're sadness, but don't let them ruin our beautiful rhythm. 'Cause when you unfold me and so you love me, look at my eyes. You are perfection, my only direction is fire on fire.
I'm quite shocked actually. That sounds so cool. I'm really loving the way that she's got that bit of constriction coming through. Now, we can never really tell what's causing the constriction, but you can sort of hear it as that little bit of scratch coming into her voice. We're going to go and listen to that entire chorus again because I was quite overwhelmed, and actually someone just rang the doorbell, but we're going to answer that a bit later. I would want to go and do some checks with her to see, okay, can she sing that with a clear voice? Can she also then sing that with the effect put on it? Because any type of constriction is an effect. And it doesn't look like she's pushing or like really going into it or driving into the sound. So it's making me really think like this is quite a controlled part of her voice. But let's listen to it again and we'll break it down.
Saving me from out of the cold.
Just even there, you were from out of the cold. She went into like a clearer sound further up in the range. Let's just listen to that again.
Feel the things I know. There you go, saving me from out of the cold.
There, that was a lovely clean sound.
Fire on fire, we're normally careless, but this much desire, together we're winners. They say that we're out of control, some say we're sadness, but don't.
Okay, you can hear, I know I'm breaking it up. We're going to go back and watch that again. But you can hear that she's not, some say we're sinners. She's not quite hitting that top note. She's really falling off the top of it. So what that kind of indicates to me is that the larynx is just sitting a little bit too low. The larynx must move with the pitch. Although we can take the larynx down to make the sound darker, we need to make sure that we take it up as well for at some point with the pitch, because if we leave it down, some say we're sinners, we end up going under the note and we're not going to get right up on there. So if pitching is something you're challenging, you know, that is a challenging point for you, check out my siren exercise up here, because it really works on moving the larynx, maintaining that flexibility.
They say that we're out of control. Some say we're sinners.
Slightly under the note.
Ruin our beautiful rhythm. Cause when you unfold me, and so you love me, and look in my eyes. You are perfection. My only direction is fire on fire.
Look, although I am saying that she's not quite hitting the note, it's so just under the note that it really doesn't matter actually in the grand scheme of things. The chorus is sounding really, really lovely. She's a very young singer. So young singers out there, I want you to be thinking about, okay, lowering the larynx is going to give you an older sounding voice because it's going to make your voice sound darker. But at the same time, we want to make sure that we're not over lowering to overcompensate for anything. We still want to make sure that we're working within our natural range that we have, which is what we've born with the size and the, you know, size of our larynx, the length of our vocal folds. We don't want to be over lowering. And at the same time, we don't want to be over raising the larynx as well.
When we fight like lions, but then we love and spill the truth. We lose our minds in the city of roses. We won't abide by any rules. Oh, don't say a word, but still you take my breath and steal the things I know. There you go, saving me from out of the cold. Fire on fire, we're normally careless, but this much desire, together we'll win this. They say that we're out of control, some say we're sinners, but don't let them ruin our beautiful rhythm. Cause when you unfold me and tell me you love me and look in my eyes, you are perfection, my only direction is fire on fire.
You see there with that, you are perfection. She let her larynx raise. We're just going to go and listen to that again. You hear this darker timbre. And she lets it go up.
You are perfection, my only direction is fire on fire.
Yeah, that you are perfection. Then she's allowed that larynx to be raised there. I would almost say, from listening to her speak as well in a couple of interviews,
when I write songs, it's like my therapy and my way to
that is probably the midpoint of her larynx, actually. So if you're struggling to find your midpoint, check out my video up here. But it's important that we find out where is the sort of mid-set point for our chest voice, and then where can we go in order to sing the same note, not change the pitch, but change the larynx height. So I really suggest that you check out my singing on one note exercise along with the nail the pitch. I'll put some links in the description below for you, because that way you're going to be able to go and change the position of the larynx to change the quality of the sound, but still maintain the pitching, which is the most important thing. Okay. Oh, Zoe, this is so beautiful. Zoe and Zoe.
Fire on fire, we're normally killers, but there's much desire, together we'll win this. They say that we're out of control, and some say we're sinners, but don't let them ruin our beautiful rhythm. Cause when you unfold me and tell me you love me and look in my eyes, you are perfection, my only direction is fire on fire.
Absolutely fantastic performance there from Zoe. Please, if you are someone who has a naturally constricted voice, or you have a constricted sound like Zoe has, which is beautiful as well in its own right, please make sure that you do get regular checkups, because actually the constriction could be caused by something that's on the vocal folds themselves. And we want to be making sure that we're always able to sing with and without the effects, because that way we're going to maintain a longevity with our voices, and we're going to make sure that we're working all the time from a point where we know what our voice is going to do, if that makes sense. So for example, with the siren exercise, you can immediately tell what's going on in your voice because of the way that changes when you're tired, when your voice is not feeling very great. I know for certain when I had my vocal polyp, I couldn't siren at all. And that was a really big indicator for me, because I do that at the start of every day. It was a huge indicator for me that, something was really not right and sitting well with my voice. So it is just a really great way for us to, check in with ourselves, check in with our voices, balance in the breath flow against the vocal fold. And yeah, just have fun with our singing, but also caring for ourselves as well, because we don't really feel the vocal folds. But I want to know what you love most about that. I really love Zoe's connection to the lyric. I really feel like I'm along with the journey with her. I really love her phrasing as well. I think that the way that she turns it into her own style, even though Sam Smith tends to go along in sort of a more legato sort of way, I'm loving that Zoe's really bringing in her own feeling to the song. But let me know if you want some more awesome performances, check them out here. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me here today. And if you love to see more music like this one, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you around here more next time. Happy singing. Ka kite anō.